Okay, yeah, that's pretty. I like that. How many times can I say that in this video? Let's find out. Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me again here on my channel. Welcome to Pavanine Studios Beauty and Art. Today I am going to get right into it, and we are going to be discussing a little bit about the haul I got from Sephora. Took like 3 weeks to get my stuff, which is, I know, that's no big deal, but I wanted to show you my eyes before I moved on to my face, and I think I will put my complexion products that I got in my haul in a separate video. So this is for the eyes, and I picked up the Viseart Dark Edit palette, and it's really pretty, but one of my shadows was broken. I'll see if I can show it here. The green one right there, I don't know. I'll try to put a picture in case you're curious. But anyway, that shade came broken, so that's not so good, but you know, should happen. So I think, now these are all pretty dark shadows, so I'm gonna pick the lightest one. And I really want to use the sort of plum and purple colors, but there's this sort of olive green in here that's calling my name. But anyway, we're going to take that brown color, tan color, and I've already primed my eyes with the Urban Decay Primer Potion. This is the Eden one, which is tinted, obviously. Helps to block out some of the discolorations in my lid. If you don't want to use a tinted one, you can always use, I believe it's Too Faced Shadow Insurance, and that one is not really tinted, so that's another good one to choose. And I use all my eye primers interchangeably. So I wanted to try a Viseart palette, and you know, they're not free. So I wanted to see what all the fuss was about, and so far, so good. That's a pretty color. And I'm just using kind of a fluffy brush. This is a natural hair one from Jeffree Star that I picked up at Ulta. So I've obviously got on kind of a burgundy top today. And I don't know if I'm going to let that play into it or not. But like I say, I really want to use some of those purples, although the orange and rusty colors in here are really pretty too. And then there are 8 mattes and 4 shimmers, metallics. And they look pretty glittery in the pan, but we'll see what they look like on the eye. Okay, so I think that looks pretty good. So I'm going to take a smaller brush now, and I'm going to dip into the darkest of the browns. And I'm just going to, this is another Jeffree Star brush. And I'm using, it's kind of pointed, so I'm kind of putting that point in my crease and just above it. And adding a little bit more depth. That's pretty. It almost looks more purpley than I thought it would. Okay, yeah, I'm liking this. Okay, I'm going to grab another brush. We're going to choose kind of a little bit smaller brush. This is the Morphe M506. And I'm going to go into, what shall I go into? I think I'll do that darkest purple. We'll see how purple it really is. And we're just going to focus this on the outside. I'm using a very light hand. This seems to be blending nicely. If you know anything about purple eyeshadow, you know it can be a pain in the ass to get it to, I don't know, show up the way you want it to and blend the way you want it to without losing its saturation and, you know, still staying purple. That's blending really nicely. Although I wouldn't say that it just reaches out and grabs me and says, hello, I'm purple. So I'm just gently bringing this into the inner corner. Nothing extra on my brush. I'm going to clean that off just a touch on my little color switch knockoff that I have here. And I'm just going to go over that edge. Blow that out a little more. I'm getting a little bit of fallout, which is why I do my eyeballs first. Okay, so in order to give that green the best chance, because greens are another, I think hard to, I don't know if they're hard to formulate, but a lot of times I'll think a green is really pretty and really pigmented and juicy looking, and then I put it on my eye and it just looks kind of like mud. I'm going in with the Stila Suede shade, and this is the color Enchanted Earth. So it's a olivey green, and hopefully you can still see me here. And I'm going to put that on my lid where I want that green. And I think that I am going to do a little bit of a, kind of a cut crease action here. And because I have hooded eyes, I take it up further than my crease because, you know, it's going to end up there anyway. So we're going up just above that crease. And that was one of the reasons I wanted to do that dark color in the, that dark purple in the crease a little bit. So I'm going to take this all the way over to that outer V. I'm not going to go over it because I'm probably going to go over that part again with that purple. But purple and green, that was a thing back in the, what, the 90s? Like wearing purple and green together. I can't really, purple's not really my favorite color, so I don't wear it that often. As far as clothes and stuff go, I wear it a fair amount on my eyeballs. I think that will do. I'm gonna let that dry down for just a minute. And in the meantime, I'm picking another brush and I'm just going to go over that green liquid shadow with the green in the Viseart palette. And I'm definitely going to add one of these glittery shades. I just don't know which one. This one, let's change that. Ah, there we go. That is pretty. There's a fair amount of fallout in the pan here, and I think that these are pigments, and that's why. So, you know, you don't need to be scrubbing your brush in there like you're digging to China. Just, you know, you can always go back and get more. It's harder to take it off. Okay, so I am going to, we're going to try this without spraying my brush. We will see what happens here. But I'm gonna take that green, I think, and I'm just gonna put that right over the green that I just did. And when I was repressing this, just with my finger, it did seem really soft and creamy and stuff. So I have hopes. So I'm going to start. Ooh, that's pretty. I'm going to start in the center here. And I'm going to go out and meet up that purple. And I think I'm going to leave that inner corner, I'm going to leave that matte. Yeah, this is pretty, and this is dry. Okay. So I've wiped off my brush a little bit, and I'm just going over the place where those two greens meet. And I'm kind of tapping. I just don't want there to be like a super sharp line between the matte and the more metallic-y satin. So I will say that this is not as glittery as I thought it might be. That's pretty. Okay, so we're going to go back in with that little brush, and I am going to darken that outer portion again because I got a little heavy-handed with the green here, out here in this section. So we're just going to add that back in. And I'm going to take that right over the green. Not over the green, over the edge, so that I can blend those two together a little bit. We don't want mud, but we don't want them to be super harsh either, even though I did kind of cut my crease. I am pretty happy with the way it's blending out on those edges. There's something though that, boy, I really want to add in that orange. Maybe I'll do that on my lower lash line. You'll have to come back for that because I'm not going to do that until I do my foundation and such. So you'll have to tune into the next video, and I will link it up above and down below. Okay, guys. I think that is really nice. I got this Hard Candy Stroke of Gorgeous Color Liquid Eyeliner at Walmart the other day. I'm not a big Walmart lover, but this is really pretty. I wore it. Oh, okay, it's hard to get open. I wore this the other day for a little while, just like after I got it home, I was like, I got to put this on. So I think I'm going to do a little bit of a wing, and yeah, I'll come back and I will tell you my final thoughts on the Viseart Dark Edit palette. So I'm back. I got the Hard Candy eyeliner on. Not my favorite formula or brush or something. I don't know. I'm gonna try it some more and see what I think about it. But in general, the Viseart palette, which is why we're here, yeah, I really like this. Would I buy another Viseart palette? I think so. If the right thing came along, you know, I've looked at the really big ones and stuff that are hella expensive. But after my experience with just this little guy, yeah, I would definitely consider it. I will say that the metallic green in here is not as metallic as I might have liked. I have not played with any of the other colors, and so I will probably do that. I will probably do some more looks, and I will post those most likely on my Instagram, which I will link down below. If you are not already following me there, please do so. I post a lot of stuff there. Okay, we're going to get into the next video, the next step, and that's going to include some new stuff as well. If you want to see how I do the rest of my face with some more new stuff, go ahead and click on that link. I will leave that up above and down below as well. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like and ring the bell. You know the drill. All right, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.